I don't believe them capable of stopping. Oh god. Oh god, I'm gonna die. No, I don't want to die. Please don't kill me. No. I'm gonna get in on it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I better sleep him. I need to do this. Yeah, go. Now turn. Nice. So... Yeah, I don't want to die. Can I just go zone or whatever? Yeah, like I don't want to die to some scrub-ash goblin shaman. Let's go. That sleep better last, motherfucker. Better not be a 5-second sleep, I swear to God. I am an RDM. That sleep needs to last. Oh no, this thing's gonna kill me too. I better sleep this thing. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. There it is. Got it? I don't think I got it. Son of a bitch. Well, he won't kill me. No, I did get it. I did get it. He won't kill me. Yay, I made it.
precise location of the drop, they were unable to strategically position their troops along the sprawling route.
Every citizen.
Of course, it was entirely possible that the cops would jump out of the moving train and chase after him, but he prevented that pitfall by choosing a fast section of the route. Yeah, jumping off a train? Trains travelled much slower back in the day? Because, Matt, I remember a mate of mine came into school one day when we were like, we must have been 18, it was the last year of school, and he was like bruised and battered. And I'm like, what happens? And he was like,
Me and this other guy, we got drunk last night and then we almost missed our station. The train was pulling away, and so we just jumped out.
The train was moving quite fast. They fell onto the platform, rolled over, and got all cut and bruised. And it's like, dude. The morning sun cast a golden glow across Arno's bedroom as the shrill sound of an alarm clock roused him from restless attempts of falling asleep. A good day to die, he mused to himself, feeling the weight of sleep deprivation and the after effects of alcohol and spray paint lingering in his foggy mind. He reached into the depths of his drawer, retrieving his portable transceiver and a gleaming new handgun that promised either fortune or doom. With a hint of uncertainty, he mounted his bicycle and swayed his way to work. Throughout his shift, Arno did his best to maintain the facade of normalcy. He shooed away any doubts about his intention like a swarm of flies, and at any given opportunity, reached for the drawer concealing his vodka stash. Like a prisoner awaiting the executioner's axe, Arno's heart pounded relentlessly in his chest as he pretended to focus on the work in front of him. As all the cars were shining in fresh paint, Heinz was calling it a day. Arno declared with some half-hearted excuse that he had to stay a little longer. Sitting alone in the workshop, he proceeded to drain his hidden reserves of alcohol, his eyes darting between the radio and the pistol that lay menacingly before him. The minutes ticked away, each one bringing him closer to the precipice of fate. In less than an hour, Arno would either be drowning in wealth and happiness, or he would find himself face to face with his maker. Both options would bring an end to his misery, he thought. But if that was the case, then why was he still filled with doubts? He convinced himself of having no second thoughts, because that would be absurd at this point. The gears were already in motion. 8:30 p.m. Another automated transmitter, hidden in yet another public place, triggers. The tape informs the police of the exact railroad connection Arno had chosen for the coup. He had settled on the track section, where he and Heinz had wandered along every now and then, barely a few hundred meters down the hill. I feel like that's a mistake. Don't do it so close to your work. Don't do it somewhere you know. You've got to choose something at random. 8:55 p.m. The train departs with policemen and bag of money on board. Arno empties the bottle and sets off to collect his grand prize. 9 o'clock. Arno kneels down in the wild growth along the railway tracks and waits, one finger hovering over the send button of his radio, one finger tickling the trigger of the pistol. He had intended to calm his nerves with the vodka, but instead the mixture of ethanol, adrenaline, and sleep deprivation made him tremble and shake. Fortunately, he did not have a dizziness attack, which was roughly a 50-50 gamble at this point. 9:05 p.m. As the headlights of the train come into sight, Arno brings the radio to his mouth and speaks loud and clearly. This is the extortionist. Throw the money out now. Throw the money out now. But nothing happens. The train passed his hiding spot at full speed, throwing a gust of draft in its face and vanishing into the sunset in a heartbeat. The clatter of the carriages quickly ebbed away, leaving Arno in a situation he had not calculated in advance. He hastily stumbled onto the tracks to confirm that he had not missed the money drop, and once he was certain of this, a wave of panic took hold. Without thinking, Arno stormed off in a random direction, jumping across fences and bushes, crisscrossing between alleys as if he were shaking off a pursuer. The money no longer mattered to him, and neither did his other exit strategy. He just wanted to escape by any means necessary. Arno ran until his muscles ignited in torment, and his veins surged with burning acid as his lungs were about to disintegrate from sheer exhaustion, and every nerve in his body begged him to stop. His foot then got caught in a chain-link fence. He immediately lost balance and, lacking the strength to catch the fall, crashed hard onto the asphalt floor. He tried to roll sideways, but that was a disastrous mistake, as the old adage about not running with scissors in your hands also applies to pistols. A deafening shot went off, shattering the silence and hurling Arno's adrenaline through the sky. His movements froze, shell-shocked and confused, disorientated, but he would snap back to reality eventually. There was no red stain on his clothes or skin. The bullet must have missed him miraculously. Jesus Christ, you don't have the safety on? Arno picked himself up and sucked in air as if he hadn't breathed for minutes. The world around him was spinning, thanks only in part to the vodka. But now that he had a chance to think for a moment, it occurred to him that he had made an even more serious blunder. The dumbest blunder imaginable. The passing vehicle had been a freight train, but he was expecting a passenger train. He had got the timing wrong. Oh no. Dude. Checking his wristwatch, Arno realized that he could barely make it back to the tracks in time. With sweat flowing like rivers and a vision blurred from pain, he resisted the urge to punch himself in the face for being such a fool. He turned 180 degrees and continued to run. He was using a short-range transmitter, meaning that the police meaning that the policeman on the correct train, still miles away at the time, had not received his previous message. In conclusion, the universe granted him another attempt. With legs made from pudding, Arno collapsed behind the same buckthorn bush he had used as a hiding spot the first time. Dangerously fatigued, sloshed to the gills, and in clinical shock, he had set a new high score regarding his loss of control. Yes, I think this is a rule of the Casual Criminalist, isn't it? Don't get drunk before doing your crimes. I think this one, don't get drunk before disposing of a body. But also applies, don't get drunk before doing your crimes. The gunshot had likely prompted residents to call the police to the area, which diminished his prospects of success even further. It could hardly have gone any worse. He hadn't even brought a second bullet, which thwarted yet another option for him. There was only one way left. Forwards. From the direction of the sunset, he could hear the rattling and squeaking of metal. Even though it was slightly delayed, this had to be the correct train. Contrary to stereotypes about German punctuality, our train network is actually one of the worst in Europe up to this date. Delays are rather the norm than an exception here, so this caused no alarm for Arno. On the contrary, he was grateful for the extra minutes. German trains are the worst. UK trains are terrible. This is the extortionist. Throw the money out now. Throw the money out now. He spoke into the radio again. With his gaze fixed on the approaching locomotive, he realized the push-to-talk button. He released the push-to-talk button and waited. His anticipation simmered like a tightly coiled spring. But again, nothing happened. Out of desperation, he relayed his radio message a second time, and as he was still speaking, the unthinkable happened. A small white dot seemed to draw a parabola across the sky, plummeting into the railway bed, straight in front of his eyes. At first, Arno was convinced that his befuddled mind was playing just another trick on him.
Oh, I don't want these. No, these will kill me.
It actually followed his instructions, he thought. Not in a billion years.
Oh,
Yet the
no
sudden
wonder I'm
squeezing
not
of the
using a
train brakes
sword.
betrayed that this
That's
was
what
truly
was.
happening.
I was like, why aren't they
Thinking quickly,
dying? It's because
Arno
I put a
understood that an
paddle on
army
for
of
some
policemen
reason.
was about to pour out of the train
damn
carriage
dumb.
and flood the surrounding area. So as now or never.
I can't
breaking distance.
believe this fucking story. I kind of want to start it over because I lost some of the threads. I'm going to start this story over, and I'm just going to listen to it again. I realize that's painful, but I don't care. I lost the threads of this amazing fucking story.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Casual Criminalist. As always, I am Simon, your host. Today's episode, Scrooge McDuck the Terrorist, brought to
Scrooge
you by
McDuck
my
the
writer,
Terrorist. I
Dennis.
I
Thank you,
didn't
Dennis.
know.
This is an absolute
I didn't know.
beast.
3 hours.
Dennis included a little comment at the front here from one of these things, from one of the previous videos, like a comment on YouTube saying, from Arati, thank you if I'm pronouncing that right. Dennis, mate, can you please write a novel? I'm serious. And so Dennis did. It's 52 pages long.
Yeah. Let's kill it.
There's 3 pages of like a preamble, but it's basically a 50-page script. We're going to be here a while. Settle in, relax. I hope you enjoy the show. If you're new here, welcome. The format, of course, is I've never read this before. Dennis has essentially written me a book, and I'm going to sit here for probably the better part of my workday, when you include breaks and everything, and read this book to you. Maybe it'll take more than one day. Let's find out. Let's jump in. Crime is a lot of faces. Yet upon closer inspection, most of them look terrifyingly human. There's something strangely captivating about the macabre beckoning us to explore. For some, it's the thrill of the chase, the challenge of piecing clues together, the satisfaction of seeing justice served, but sometimes we find ourselves magically drawn to outlaws and villains for reasons that are not so easily explained. Yeah, and sometimes it's just because people are sick. Like, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to skip over the bit where where the person's removing people's eyes and inserting them into their butts and then taking them out and eating them. I made that up. Don't quite know how or where the fuck I got that from. But it's like, I'll skip over that bit because I'll be like, I didn't need to read that. And I don't think you need to. People will be like,
Simon, read the disgusting bits. Simon, I can't believe you cut that out.
oh my god, this channel isn't for you sicko.
We're here to entertain, not to heal.
As I always say, less Saw and more CSI. This applies not only to true crime stories, but also to fictional ones. We root for Walter White, Dexter Morgan and Tyler Durden with sincere admiration, utterly oblivious to the fact that by idealising them, we've missed the point of the plot entirely. Yeah, I haven't seen Fight Club in a really long time. I definitely with Dexter Morgan, the serial killer who kills the bad guys, I was rooting for him hard through that show. With Breaking Bad, I rooted for Walter White at the beginning, and then very quickly I didn't, because he became a monster.
You and your eyebrows.
Like, no one was rooting for Walter White by the end of that show, were they? Surely not. You were just like, I hope he either gets killed or his cancer comes back and kills him. And that sounds like, I hope his cancer comes back and takes him away from the world, is a phrase that should never be uttered. But in Walter White's case, I was like, oh my god, come on, come on, come on, come on. He deserves it. He became a monster. This is not necessarily because we approve of their actions, but due to a faint glimmer of recognition. Oh yeah? I don't know about Walter White. Walter White more than like Dexter Morgan. My desire to kill anybody is pretty much zero. But my desire to become a meth kingpin? Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Their primal desire for violence and destruction still lurks beneath the paved surface of civilization, and even though this force rarely erupts, we can sometimes feel its tamed movements in the uncharted trenches of our own psyche. It is with this uncanny blend of horror and self-observation that we peer into the true crime abyss, leaving us wondering if the difference between the perpetrators and ourselves is truly that profound. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes it's like, oh, okay, this person did this because of that. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, like, I could put myself in that position. Well, I don't know. This like, I feel like on one episode I was like, yeah, I could kill someone if necessary. And people were like, whoa, Simon, steady on. And I'm like, is that so unusual? Like, there's definitely situations where it would be like, people do this every day, like, legally, in, like, wars and shit. And it's like, yeah, if you're in that position, I'm pretty sure I could do that. Like, and if you think you can't, you probably could. Because, like, the military and stuff, really good at training you to be able to kill people. It's kind of what they do. There was something, I don't want to butcher the facts too much, but I think I made a video about this once. There was, until, like, the mid-20th century, I think it was after World War II, soldiers were really bad at killing other people. They'd be great with guns, they'd be good at all of this stuff, but when it came to killing someone, they were like, oh no, I don't like that, that's another person. And so what they did is they started changing the targets in target practice to cutouts of people. And it made it much easier, and the soldiers became much more effective at killing people. I think this was an American-specific example, but I think Vietnam became the first war where this kind of post-indoctrination of shooting at targets of people rather than just circular targets became a thing. I'm sure I'm butchering these facts, but it was like a crazy statistic jump of how many people were willing to kill people after just like changing what the targets looked like. Because the military's really good at getting people to kill people. What a genius insight, Simon. Well done. And when the credits of yet another episode roll, we may be left with the low-key impression of having learned something about ourselves, subdued and sealed away by the much greater force that is our morality. I mean, you're the one watching the guy who has literally 22 writers locked up in his basement for entertainment purposes. You're in no position to disagree, Dennis. We've talked about this. Don't mention the basement. You've got to mention that you're free and happy and living on the outside, Dennis. Come on. Am I right, Dennis?
What you did, you upset him. No, you.
At first glance, this episode unfurls the career of a terrorist, an out-of-control mastermind driven by the lowest of motives, toying with human lives as though they were entirely worthless. I'll report an arguably the most notorious crime series of post-war Germany, committed by a twisted soul that could have gone down in the annals as a disgrace. But let me emphasize the important part here. He could have. He actually became a national hero instead. I just recorded an episode, I can't remember what it was, and it was titled like, oh, it was the Chopper Read episode that David wrote for me. And David lives in Australia, and he was like, this guy's like revered. And I finished that episode being like, yeah, he's a piece of, isn't he? And apparently he's beloved in Australia as an outlaw. And I'm like, yeah, that's because he told like a really good fictitious story of his life, but the guy's a douche. Or he was. He died. I think it was cancer in Indigo or something. I think he drank so much his liver died. That was it. His liver died. And he got like cirrhosis, not cancer. Is cirrhosis cancer? Is that a type of cancer? Probably not, right? That's just when your liver gets all ruined because you drank too much.
All we gotta do is tell the story right.
This is the story of the most cunning, most intelligent offender we've covered on this channel so far. His genius being reminiscent of an over-the-top movie character. Even though this is a truthful account of real events, every other paragraph will feel like a Hollywood screenplay, yet the deeper we delve into this roller coaster of a case, the more you'll realise this episode is actually all about you. Also, as an unexpected detour from our usual narrative journey, we're not dissecting the past, we're confronting it head on. For the first time on the Casual Criminalist, I personally scored an exclusive interview with the elusive mastermind himself, who, despite now leading a secluded life, agreed to share his side of the story with us. Oh, this is cool. Dennis sent me a box. Hold on. He sent me a copy of this dude's autobiography, which is entirely in German. So I won't be reading this later. And a signed photo of the dude. I already like him. It's also in German, but This is still very cool. I didn't crease this, Dennis. I'm sorry. The postal service creased it. I don't know why. The box was quite beat up. It was an experience, to say the least. Easily the weirdest encounter of my entire life. And I say this as someone who was once lectured about Japanese rope bondage by a nun at an airport cafeteria. Okay. I dare propose a wager. Over the course of the next few hours, you'll carve out a vivid image of this perpetrator and forge your own moral verdict about him, and you will feel somewhat certain about your conclusions. Yet once I reveal his utterly surprising response to one specific and very basic interview question, I assure you, any initial conclusions will be upended in an instant. Depending on your interpretation, this might very well be our first episode, where the culprit is genuinely the good guy. Okay, let's see. I feel a little bit biased because I've got his autobiography. He signed this thing for me, but I'll try and be impartial. Okay, let's go. Scrooge McDuck greets his nephews. Hamburg, Germany, 1922. A foreboding calm cloaked the street as if the boulevard of shuttered shops and closed restaurants had been paralyzed with sudden anticipation. No footsteps echoed through the night. No voices betrayed the presence of any nearby pedestrians. Only the distant noise of passing cars broke the silence every once in a while. But if someone had been there to witness the moment, they would have detected a certain unease tugging at their attention. The flimsy piece was deceitful and vibrant to the touch. A premonition of something vast hung heavy in the atmosphere as a sinister pulse wormed its way through the towering facades flanking the street. You could hear it emerge from the golden shop windows where high-end household items were flaunted, visible to all, yet out of reach for most. The insidious ticking noise was not a metaphor. It emanated from a makeshift pipe bomb hidden in the housewares section of Hamburg's Karstadt department store. The good guys put a pipe bomb in a department store, Dennis. It's not a strong start for him. I also do feel like I'm reading a novel. I feel like this is how novels sound in my head when I read them. At the stroke of 1 a.m. I don't know why. It's like that very novel-y voice. The hour hand of a mechanical timer met with an electrical contact, igniting a dance of destruction. Pinpoint sparks shot up from the cellophane wrapping, setting off a series of electrical discharges that raced through the wirings. The moment they reached the black powder core, a resounding boom echoed across the desolate aisles, like a gunshot starting a race against time. The blast upended shelves, cracked floor tiles, smashed hundreds of expensive porcelain items, and sent their fragments flying like artillery shrapnel. The deafening pressure wave reverberated through the corridors, leaving nothing behind but a trail of destruction, debris, and streaks of pulverized glass that drifted slowly to the ground. And then, after the deep rumble had wafted up and down the walls a couple of times, silence settled in again. But not for long. Within minutes, the sounds of sirens heralded the arrival of first responders from every direction. In a flash of red and blue, police cars, fire engines, and ambulances converged on the mall, and just like an orchestra, each section played its part in perfect sync. Dennis, mate, this could be a book. I feel like this is it's very, very nice. Like, all of these metaphors are so thought out. I feel like I'm genuinely reading a book.
Oh, I don't deserve you. That's my favorite one.
Really? You know what I like about?
To keep onlookers at bay, the anti-terror squad swiftly set up a perimeter around the Karstadt complex, and just outside the police cordon, paramedics stood ready and prepared for the worst. At the same time, a phalanx of firefighters charged into the smoke-choked building, their faces etched with determination and concern as they scanned every corner for signs of human victims. Yet, despite a backdrop ripped straight out of a movie, the more pressing concerns were quickly allayed. As it turned out, the building had been utterly empty at the time of the attack, devoid of even the most solitary night.
I missed the thread again. God damn it, go back.
Will feel somewhat certain about. And apparently he's beloved in Australia as an outlaw. And I'm like, yeah, that's because he told like a really good fictitious story of his life. But the guy...
Oh. Hello? Oh, got a... I am terribly sorry, guys. My laundry is done. I'm going to go get it. I'll be right back. There we go. Sorry, I don't know. Like, I had to go get my laundry. I don't know if you guys heard it, but there we go. I had to go get my laundry, but I'm back. Okay, gonna do some more red maging. I love red mage. WoW all set up, but I don't want to do that until later, so we'll just close it for now. I just wanted to get WoW and Overwatch and all that set up, and I'll do some WoW and Overwatch this month, I guess, but not until the 26th, I believe, is when the War Within hits. I purchased the War Within. It was $50. I realized that I had a War Within about buying War Within, but I've never not bought a WoW expansion, so I'm going to buy the expansion and I'm going to do the content. I don't care. One nice things about WoW is it's not on EAC, so it doesn't like, it doesn't conflict with fucking EAC.
He's a douche. Or he was. He died. I think it was cancer in the end they got him or something. I think he drank so much his liver died. That was it. His liver died. And he got like cirrhosis, not cancer. Is cirrhosis cancer? Is that a type of cancer?
No.
Right?
It's no. Cirrhosis is liver damage from alcohol. It's like when you acid burn your liver for 50 years with alcohol, you get cirrhosis, which is scarring tissue because the acid from alcohol is acidic. And it burns, it burns really bad, actually. It's not very good for tissue. Like, if you leave alcohol on skin, it'll burn a hole through it. No problem. Probably take, like, an hour or 2 hours or something, but eventually alcohol will burn a hole in your fucking skin. It's actually sort of acid, And so, and so if you do 50 years of alcohol down your gullet, you get what's called cirrhosis, which is scarring of the liver. This idiot, he's not smart. This idiot is not smart. He's an idiot. It's entirely an image. This weird schmarmy dude didn't even know basic biology, maybe because the schools failed him or something. He seems like a smart enough man. I think his IQ is high, but he is not a academically smart man, which is weird because he seems to be like delivering academic content. But if he doesn't know what cirrhosis is, I kind of wonder if I should be even listening to him. Honestly, that's like basic high school shit that even randos probably know. That's sort of weird. Are you that dim? Now, that's a weird one. Cirrhosis is common. It's also common. It's like almost everybody has somebody in their family who has cirrhosis. It's like a really fucking common thing. I don't know, like especially in England. Probably especially in England. So it's just kind of funny. It's like, wait, how do you not know what cirrhosis is? That trips me out. It makes me wonder, like, I don't know. And also, something that I like about him, but he is actually delivering scripts and only scripts. He's winging it, but he's not really winging it. And he probably even writes jokes into the script, which is fine. And, and I'm just like, you're so scripted, though. What's the difference between this and Wikipedia, But that's okay. He delivers well. I'm just saying it's sort of basically like his job is essentially the human face on Wikipedia, which I guess is, it's a lot more than that. He's got to write a script and he's got to make a point and he's got to tell you the story and all this stuff. And he's got to, and he's got to do so well. He's got to have X factor, which he does. And, but I don't think this is a smart man. And based off that one thing, if you don't know what cirrhosis is, what else don't you know? You kind of sound like an idiot to me, sort of a little bit. It's weird because he seems to know a lot about a lot, but he just didn't know that, I guess. I suppose that's common. I guess we can't all know everything. Maybe he just never knew anybody with cirrhosis, never even heard of it, and it just never came up in like in a biology class or something, I guess. But really, even there, it wouldn't really come up. It's just, but I've never not heard the word cirrhosis. Cirrhosis of the liver. That's something I've known about since I was like 5 years old. That's when you drink way too much and it burns your gullet. And then you got scar tissue where your fucking esophagus and stomach used to be. And it's not so good. It's like you literally charred the inside of your fucking stomach and esophagus, and that's a very, very common thing in this world because people overuse alcohol. And so to not ever have heard of it, it's like, man, I'd like to see his life in a viewfinder or something and scan through it like a fucking a YouTube video or something and just see where when he probably would have heard the word cirrhosis but just never actually learned what it was, because that seems sort of odd. That's one of the most common ailments in the world. It's like saying you don't know what a cold is, and or like a flu or something. And I'm just kind of wondering how he got through his whole fucking life without finding out what cirrhosis was, because it's one of the worst problems and most common problems in humanity, honestly. It really is. It actually probably happens more than the cold does. Cirrhosis. People drink way too much, and to not know what that is, it's like, oh no, are you an idiot? Are you an idiot? You seem kind of like an idiot. I don't know, man. Are you an idiot or what? It's kind of funny. Oh no, I linked goblins, and I'm out of mana too. God damn it. Well, if they cast, will you leave me alone? No, I can't do two of these, so I gotta leave while Why did you sleep me, you idiot? Let's go. Why? Yeah, I linked gobs. What of it? It happens. I really don't care about Link. I don't care about avoiding it. I don't care. I don't care about Link. I don't know why you put it in the game, honestly.
When your liver gets all ruins because you drank too much.
I don't care about Link. It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't make you bad if some other monster aggroes. It's just bullshit design. It's spin bullshit design. Link is goddamn bullshit. It's bullshit. You know we can't fight more than one mob. We all know that. It's established. So why do you do it? Why do you put more than one mob on us? You know we can't fight that. You want us to die. You want to steal the quarters. It's terrible. Lazy design.
All we gotta do is
Just add more mobs if you're worried about it. If you're worried about Link not killing people, add more fucking mobs. One of the things I love about this game is there's fucking mobs everywhere. That solves the problem of Link. You don't need Link. It's just not, it's totally unnecessary, and it is toxic when it happens, and it makes me hate you. Back then and now. I mean, they've been doing it for fucking 50 years or something. Like, get that shit out of the gameplay. It's worthless design. It doesn't mean anything or prove anything other than like, oh, I'm gonna pull a whole pack and kill them all at once. That's about the only time you should get Link, is if you are like telling them to come to you. I don't really think Link proves anything. The only time it ever should be a problem is like in PvP zones, you know? I could flag up, but I don't know if I'm doing 7 days or not. So.
Right.
This is the story of the most cunning, most intelligent offender we've covered on this channel so far. His genius being reminiscent of an over-the-top movie character.
Oh
Even
my
though this is
God.
a truthful account of real events, every other paragraph will feel like a Hollywood screenplay. Yet the deeper we delve into this roller coaster of a case, the more you'll realize this episode is actually all about you. Also, as
Really?
an unexpected detour from our usual narrative journey, we're not dissecting the past, we're confronting it head on. For the first time on the Casual Criminalist, I personally scored an exclusive interview with the elusive mastermind.
See, he's like
himself,
reading his
who,
own script,
despite-
and it's sort of dumb at that point. I mean, like, I came for an editorial. But he's reading me a script, and I find that slightly offensive. If I wanted the Wikipedia, I would do the Wikipedia. I want you to freeform.
now leading a secluded life, agreed
I want
to
you,
share...
I want to believe that you're actually like an expert on the subject who can just freewheel to me. But no, you're just a scripted talking head, and it's weird.
his side of the story with us. Oh, this is cool.
Your
Dennis sent me a...
your sense of self is there, and I like it. But I guess all he's really doing is he has like a Arno Funke's Tobias Funke, right? Oh, Arno Funke's remarkable story from childhood struggles to infamous heist. Discover the mind behind the man. Walter White was a saint. The real demon was the DEA.
Box, hold on. He sent me a copy of this dude's autobiography, which is entirely in German. So I won't be reading this later. And a signed photo of the dude. I already
Really?
like him.
Really?
It's
Okay.
it's also in German, but this is still very cool. I didn't crease this, Dennis. I'm sorry. The postal service creased it.
Oh,
I don't know why. The box was quite
box
beat up.
was
It
quite
was an
beat up.
experience, to say the least. Easily the weirdest encounter of my entire life. And I say this as someone who was once lectured about Japanese rope bondage by a nun at an airport cafeteria.
No. Do you have a minute to talk about bondage?
Okay. I dare propose a wager. Over the course of the next few hours, you'll carve out a vivid image of this perpetrator and forge your own moral verdict about him.
Yeah.
And you will feel somewhat certain about your conclusions. Yet once I reveal his utterly surprising response to one specific and very basic interview question, I assure you, any initial conclusions will be upended in an instant. Depending on your interpretation, this might very well be our first episode, where the culprit is genuinely the good guy. Okay, let's see. I feel a little bit biased because I've got his autobiography. He signed this thing for me, but I'll try and be impartial. Okay, let's go. Scrooge McDuck greets his nephews.
Oh my god.
Hamburg, Germany, 1922. A foreboding calm
1922.
cloaks the street as if the boulevard of shuttered shops and closed
Oh,
restaurants
never
had been
mind. No,
paralyzed.
okay, I didn't realize that he actually shows the stuff. So never mind, my concern is unfounded, and I take it back.
With sudden anticipation.
Yeah, that's
Low
Hamburg,
footstep.
and it's beautiful. I love Hamburg. I grew up in a city that looks a lot like Hamburg called Easton, Pennsylvania. And Easton, Pennsylvania has lots of buildings and churches with these green spires and brown brick and stuff that last the ages. All of these buildings are German built well. Germans build well, and their buildings last, as you can see. And almost nowhere is a McMansion. It's all like houses and cathedrals meant to last like 1,000 years. And I've always really respected them about that. We use too much plastic, fantastic fabrication stuff in our American building, and there's this expectation for a house to wear out after 40 years. But I mean, stone lasts the tests of thousands of years. There's really no reason why a building can't stand for 1,000 years. So why would you waste the time and space and money and... But this is one of the reasons why I don't like humans. They just mismanage everything that they do. Like America mismanaged its building because we built out of worthless shit for most of our McMansions, and it's stupid because, as you can see, stuff that stands the test of time, like old stone manses and such, are really worth it because they stay around and they serve, like maybe hopefully. Like, you know, many generations. Maybe not, but I mean, maybe, you know, if a war comes and the house gets knocked down, maybe not. But like overall, like, you know, hopefully it lasts at least like 300 years or something like that before you knock it and make a new one or something like that. But in America, I think we're expected to just be cool with the idea of a house that costs like, you know, between 300 and, I don't know, $300,000 and $1 million or something like that. That it shouldn't stand for 300 years, but it should. It should stand for 300 years. My mother lost her house, which kind of sucked when she went through divorce and you know, what's it called? You know, poverty and or, sorry, not, well, yeah, like she became poor because of the recession. Her clients dried up because of the recession. This caused her personal business to fail, and I have a lot of sympathy for that. And you know, because it wasn't her fault. Like when the clients dried up, she couldn't even see it coming. It just happened. The clients dried up. Like AT&T immediately swallowed up all the clients. They just offered them better deals. It's because they're a huge conglomerate. My mother's small business, which was like 40 people, could not compete with AT&T's output, and so AT&T just stepped to all of her clients and stole them by offering half the price. And then that's what happened. My mother lost her fucking mansion over that. She lost it. And I have some sympathy for that. Like, that's corporate malfeasance, kind of, but not really. They can totally just do that if they want to. That's the world. She didn't cry. Well, she cried about it, but and it was bitter and it was fucked up, and she had a mental breakdown because of it. Because it came out of nowhere and totally fucked her. And that's what happens when you own your own business. So she just couldn't see it coming. She really thought that she was going to have that business her whole life and live in a mansion, because she did. And then, you know, and then the clients dried up, and overnight we were like out on the streets pretty much. It sucked. It was like, if you buy expensive things, you have to pay upkeep, and if you can't pay upkeep, you're gonna lose the expensive things. And so they came for first they come for the cars, then they come for the house, and then they're like, you can't pay your mortgage or anything like that. And she declared bankruptcy after that. It was just insane, and she was destitute. And once you declare bankruptcy, you probably can't ever become rich again. Not really. I mean, maybe if you have some crazy idea, or you're just, you know, a high output value person that just constantly makes lots of money with businesses anyways, probably doesn't matter whether you go broke, destitute or not, because you're just constantly outputting and making more money and doing businesses and building things. And people are probably willing to work with you. At least the people around you are probably willing to work with you. Maybe not the bank. The bank probably won't work with you if you went through a bankruptcy, but everybody else probably still will. If you're like, I've got a business, if you let me work, I will put butts in the seats and I will put money in the bank account, and you can take more money from me, and I'll pay my mortgage and all this. And the bank goes, well, maybe you've been a customer for 40 years, you've never had a problem, so sure, we'll let it ride this one time. But once it's happened that one time, then you mess up and you don't get back to rich pretty much that year, they just stop working with you. They're like, nope, bankruptcy risk, bye. Nope, no loans, nothing. No, you can't buy a new car. No, you can't buy a new house. No, you can't move because you don't have any money. did all this other stuff, and so the banks kind of blackball you there. Once you lose your fucking business, you inevitably go bankrupt because you bought all these expensive things. This is why I had a crippling fear of success my whole life, is I was like, well, I see what happens as soon as something bad happens, you lose it all. Like it's cool to be a doctor or like an AT&T contractor or something and make like 7 figures. It's cool to do that, but the minute that something bad happens, you lose it all, pretty much. Like a divorce or something, or like maybe you don't pay attention to your wife because you're a really crazy fucking corporate person who lives for the job and all this. So you lose your marriage, or something bad happens. So then she's like, or he's like, it happened to my mother, or he is like, you have to spend time, or we're gonna lose us. Usually it's the wife, and usually she's like, if you don't spend time with your fucking family, your son is gonna hate you and all this, right? And because they love you so much, but you're just never here. So they like in my state, in my example, the power figure was my mother. So one of the reasons why I respect women more than men, I've seen that she and anybody else can succeed in this world just the same as anybody else. So I've just always viewed women as equal because I've seen it. I've seen a woman kick everybody else's ass. I've seen it. I've seen her pull 7 to almost 8 figures. And I've seen it enough to know that women can do anything a man can do. So yeah, and so the the business in Easton, we lost it. And it kind of felt like we lost it because I was friends with all of their kids, like all the people that worked there. Their kids were my best friends. And my mother lost her business, like the people that she ended up laying off or firing, or whatever you want to call it, when your business fails, you can't pay anybody anymore. I'm sure she laid them off, I guess. She told them, like, all of our clients have dried up. They go looking for work the next day, and she's like, no, nobody called, nobody wants anything. That's the last contract. We finished the last contract, and then now I've got to lay you off because all of our clients dried up, and this is bitter because all those people, they love my mother so much. 40 fucking people love my mother so much. They put their children's future, their lives, their business, their future all behind her. They invested in her company and stuff. They believed in her, and then the clients dried up, which wasn't her fault because it was a recession, right? That's not her fault. The clients don't come because they don't have any money. It's a recession. They don't have, the banks won't work with them because the banks are broke. The banks will not give them loans so they can go buy stuff like AT&T contract work for my mother, And so then, when the clients dry up, which is not her fault, that's the government's mismanagement of finances and bullshit. That's not her fault. That's the stock market. That's all them. That's the financial sector's fault. That's not her fault that the clients dried up. It's not because she wasn't the best in her scene or anything like that. She was the best in her scene, but the clients dried up when the recession hit. And it's like the failure of America was also the failure of my mother, and it kind of felt like that the same time that we were all like suddenly destitute and everybody was angry, and gasoline was like suddenly like $1.30 when it was more like $2. Like gasoline suddenly was like $1.90 when it used to be like only like 74 cents or something. Like everything doubled. All the food, like Big Macs went to $10 suddenly. Everything got kind of crazy right around, I would say, about the year like 2000 or so, a little bit earlier, like 96. Somewhere around there, like 96, something like that, I think. Yeah, right around 96, there was a recession. It was really bad. There's always a recession every 10 years. It's so stupid, and it kills everybody's business. I swear to God, the rich people do it on purpose because they don't want smaller people like my mother competing with them. So they fuck around with the banks, and they cause the 2008 crash. I swear to God, they do this shit on purpose. They don't care if they don't have any money, or they don't care if they don't make any money because they have money. But they don't care if my mother's business goes away. That's their competition. So they crash banks all the time. They do that shit on purpose. It's disgusting. I've always hated it. It's like, you need the help from from a bank if you want to buy something like a business and start something going so you can live. And the bank wants to work with you, trust me. But the minute that the money dries up because nobody's buying anything and there's a recession and the rich people are playing games with our lives again, then all the poor people, not the poor people, but all the lower and middle class and upwardsly mobile middle class die. They die. Their businesses go up, tits up. Contractors go out of business, all that shit. The bank won't help you with a loan to buy a new truck for your business or anything like that. The bank's broke. So the bank tells you, no, I'm broke and we're fucked. You've been watching the news, right? And the contractor goes, yeah, I've been watching you fucking fuck up your fucking fuck ups. Yes, I have. And so the business owner shrugs and is like, fuck, what can I do? I can't, and so does the bank. The bank's like, what can you do? We're broke. And then the business owner goes, yeah, I know. What can I do? I'm broke, and you can't help me get out of this mess. I need a loan to keep this business going. But the banks are fucked, and the contractors aren't buying, and the bank is just not in a position to give me a loan. And it just sucks, and that shit sucks. That happens to America all the fucking time. And so I had this crippling fear of success my entire fucking life, because I know what happens. Sooner or later, you have a wife or a baby to take care of, or you have like a mental problem, or you have like, a drinking or like an addiction, or your family member dies, or something happens, right? Something always happens, and it wrecks you, and you need like a year to fucking deal with it or something. But everybody's like, no, you're the breadwinner. If you go away for a year, your business goes away permanently. And so then you go working when you really shouldn't be. You should be taking care of your family or yourself or something like that. And then your business goes tits up when the recession hits. And you're like, fuck, I've lost my family. I've lost my business. I've lost my money. The bank won't work with me. I've never I've never been late on a credit card payment, but the bank still won't fucking work with me. And it's just stupid, and you're like, fuck. And then so the people go walking home. They're like, what do we do? You sit at home, you get fat. So what happens? You sit at home, you get fat, you're like, fuck, I can't work. I'm not for me, in my case, it was a laptop screen gig worker. The shit just dried up. Nobody buys laptop screen from Craigslist anymore. Nobody has any money. Craigslist doesn't really have any like gig work going on anymore. And so that's one of the reasons why we're even willing to fucking listen to Trump when he talks, is because he says it all the time. I'm buying your love, and he bought our love with the PUA, right? And so when he talks, I listen, but I don't like him, right? But I respect him enough to listen to him when he talks, because it is true, the mess that he inherited caused him to dump a bunch of money on us with pandemic unassistance, pandemic unemployment assistance. And we needed PUA. The entire country needed PUA. The entire country was gig workers, because all the contracts and all the business and all the money dried up in 2008. By the year 2020, when COVID hit, 12 years after the bank crisis, finally we had built ourselves back up. It was like 12 years, but nobody had any business. Nobody was buying landscaping. Nobody was buying stuff. Nobody was buying cars. Nobody was buying anything. We had a terrible recession and bank collapse in 2008 that Obama fucking inherited from Bush, after 8 years of Afghanistan that didn't go anywhere. And they dumped a lot of money into the fucking Patriot Act in Afghanistan, and bullshit, straight bullshit. And when Obama came in, he inherited the mess from fucking Bush. So, and on top of it, that year that Obama came in 2008, he was like, change, we can do it, yes I can. And we were thinking, oh my God, we're finally going to get a woman and a black person in the presidency, and the world's going to be less racist and bullshit. And it was. And then as soon as we get another white man, it's all bullshit again, COVID and war. And finally we get Joe, and Joe finally got us out of Afghanistan. But I was there for all 20 years of it. I remember the day 9/11 happened, and I remember the day we left Afghanistan, like 23 years later or something like that. Whatever the fuck it was like 23 years later. It was like 23 year worthless war that he dumped all of the country's money into. Fucking idiot. I hate George Bush. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. He drove America down the financial toilet like every Republican drives the fucking America's fucking finances down to the toilet. They talk about trickle-down economics because they're all bought by the lobby. So they say, trickle-down is revolutionary. No, what that means is you have the water up there and you're trickling it down. That's what it actually means. It's like, that's what it is when you do trickling. It's like literally the big body of water is up here where you are, not down here. So it trickles down, and that's what and they try to trick America into believing. Since Nixon, they've been trying to trick America into believing that trickle-down economics is going to save us, and it did not. Keynesian fucking mathematics didn't dictate that it would. It's not really how this works. So what's gonna save us is spending frugally, like what always happens when you go broke. You have to spend frugally, don't buy anything, produce things rather than buy things, make things rather than buy things, right? Is how you always get out of being broke. You make things and you make money and you don't spend any money, and you're just very careful for a long time, and eventually you look up one day and you do have like enough money.
Your skill has increased.
Enough money in your bank account to buy something that's luxury. But that's what happened to America in 2008. So then, Like, so then, you know, so they all inherit problems. Like Clinton was an idiot, and he repealed the Glass-Steagall Act in like 1996 or something like that, and that predatorially fucked us as Americans. I can't stand Democrats. They're fucking assholes. They sell out to the banks all the fucking time, and they let the banks take over their cabinets. Obama did it too. Oh, but they all do it. The Democrats, Hillary would have done it too. They all want to sell out to the fucking banks. They love their fucking banks. I can't stand it, and I know why. They think that if the government controls the G controls the banks, the piggy bank, then the G controls all the money, and that's why they do that, and that's what they are doing. That's so the government, the people in power can control all the money. They don't trust us to do it. They think we're just going to do hookers and blow or something.
Your skill has increased.
We need we need banks that don't predatorily fuck us. So please don't take Glass-Steagall away. Fuck Bill Clinton. The predatory banking thing affected me personally so badly. I paid out like $22,000 in insufficient fees and all this other stupid ass predatory shit that they used to do. I paid out like $22,000 of the how much money have I made in my lifetime? Probably something like $300,000, right? And 22 of that $300,000 went to fucking banks for their insufficient fees. That's how bad Clinton actually was. They're all bad. They're both bad. It's been failure as long as they've been in power. Since JFK, it's been failure. As long as either one of these parties are in power, like it's just bank crisis after war. Bank crisis after war. Bank crisis after war. Stock crash, bank crisis after war. War after war after bank crisis. It's just stupid. Neither one of these parties can actually manage the goddamn country in some kind of actually efficacious manner. They don't streamline things like taxes. They persecute their own citizens with stuff like the IRS. It's just insane. Who cares what money Americans fucking make? I mean, I think the G does, but I honestly, past $100,000, I don't care what taxes you pay. I think if you're paying more than $100,000 a year for taxes, you make too much money, and I need to cap your salary or something like that. That's insane, because it's just insane. Why would anybody pay more than like $100,000 for taxes? The government can't give that particular citizen. And the rich people would love me for saying this. They would love me to say it, but honestly, I feel this way. Inheritance tax is bullshit. That's like the government gets to take what your father made or your mother made because like some chunk of it, and it's like, what the fuck does that have to do with you? Inheritance tax is bullshit. There's a lot of fucking problems in this country, and the G just has its hand out constantly as paradise burns, and I mean that quite literally. As Paradise, California burns because they don't have the money to fix the goddamn infrastructure so that the fucking power lines from 100 years ago don't burn down Paradise, California, or Lahaina whenever there's a fucking fire or whatever, right? And and there's no money, or or a ship hits a bridge or something like that. There's no money, or Katrina or anything like that. There's no money because they mismanage all the goddamn money and they blow it on foreign wars, paying hoes overseas, buying their lobbies and buying their fucking their corrupt rich people bullshit, and they're jet setting around the world and leaving carbon footprints with jets and shit like this. They're just disgusting fucking people. Cap the salary at $100 million. What the fuck? And no American should be paying more than $100,000 for taxes, and I'm sure some of these billionaires do. I'm sure they pay I want to make concessions. The billionaires don't want to pay huge amounts of taxes. Well, okay, the concession is cap your fucking salary, give the fucking money to the infrastructure, and if you don't want to give it to the G, then invest in the infrastructure. But it's illegal for you to not invest in the infrastructure if you make more than $100 million. Now I'll put you in jail if you don't give me the other $2.9 billion towards buying houses for your fellow fucking Americans. This is a team, remember? Not Scrooge McDuckville. This is a team. You're on a team. You must make sure before you can gather $3 billion, I really feel that every other American should have $3 billion before you should. I really do. It's just insane. Like, every other American should have $3 billion if you have $3 billion. That is insane. That's not a team. That's us, you walking on our backs. That is not a team. That is not a country. It's not a nation. It's just rich people walking on our fucking backs. That is not a team. It's not teamwork. It's not anything like that. It's rich people fucking stabbing us in our back and taking 90% of our goddamn money. It's just insane. It's insane. And honestly, I want to throw them a bone. I know they can't stand the taxes. Okay, you don't like the taxes, huh? We're going to cap taxes at $100,000, but we're going to cap the salaries at $100 million. And no, you don't ever pay more than 3% of your income. No. you know? Or whatever. It's not 30% of your income because you make $1 billion a year or whatever, and the G takes 330 grand of that, or sorry, 330 million of that, or something like that, or whatever it is, 240 million of that. That's horrible. So okay, then end that. If you want to make all that money and shit, just cap the salary at 100 million. If you want to act like this, if you want to be pieces of shit rich people that corrupt governments and make crappy houses that fall apart and fall down and stuff, and raise the rent too high, and all this other rich people behaving badly, bab stuff, you know, bigots acting badly. And all this other shit, and you want to act like that? Okay, I'm gonna cap the fucking salary then at 100 fucking million, and I'm gonna cap the taxes at 100 grand because nobody should be paying more than 100 grand for taxes, and nobody should be making more than $100 million. You couldn't possibly spend it all. You stick it up in a bank, and it empowers the banks to crash the financial crisis. The only way that the bank can get the kind of money to swing crashing a crisis, you know, to actually like cause a crisis to occur, which is what they do. They cause the crashes to occur. They do this stuff on purpose because it's kind of like a wave rolls in and just washes everybody who isn't rich away. Financial destitution or crisis or bank crash or anything like that. It just washes all of the lower and the middle class away financially, and it only leaves rich people standing. It's why they do it. It's why they kibitz with the banks. And so then they make their Warren Buffett $3 trillion or whatever, and they stick it in a bank, and that empowers the bank to crash the country because it has so much money it can play with. You know, they were like playing with stocks, I think it was, or whatever they were doing in the bank crash. I forget what it was, but they were doing something really sinful and immoral. They were like doing like backroom dealing and inside trading and stuff like this, and they got caught doing. They kind of got caught, and the crash came because they planned it, but it also sucked because the banks, like, you know, spent all the money. We don't know what they spent it on, but they spent all the money. We don't know what they spent it all on. It wasn't there. We went looking in their accounts. It wasn't there. I don't know what happened to that fucking money, but it was gone. We still don't know, and it's gone. Right? Like South Park made fun of it. They were like, and it's gone. Open a mutual and open account, and it's gone. And it was like, what? I just opened the account. No. You don't have any money anymore. This bank went destitute. You are no longer a customer of this bank. You don't have an account here. Your money's gone. Imagine a banker saying that to you, and that's what they did. That's what they did to America. They were like, no, you don't have any money here. You're not a customer. We're not a bank anymore. And the guy's like, what? I had $300,000 here. What do you mean? Yeah, all your money's gone, and it's gone. They made fun of it on South Park. It's like not a made up thing I'm talking about. The fucking banks just stole all the money in the country. It was insane. And they told us that they lost it or some shit. It's just another different form of a bank crash. The only people left standing were fucking rich people. They do this all the time, like every 8 years or something like that. 10 years. They love doing that. Can't stand rich people. They're so insidiously bad. They're like insidiously bad for humanity. It's like the worst problem that we have. It's worse than rape or something like that. It's worse than all of the rapes the predatory fucking government and his fucked up bank bullshit and you know, all the rich people and their problems and all the problems they cause with their stockpiling and evilness and you know, stock crashes and, you know, like on purpose and all this stupid shit. Like, you know, it's just, you know, it's just not a good way to run a country. It's just terrible. And the equality is gone. There's people dying of trank on the fucking streets. And it's just like, why would you why would you voluntarily want that? Why would you voluntarily want that? You did this on purpose. You lied to us about not having any money, and you hid it somewhere like the Caymans or something like that. You go, and it's gone. And we're like, what do you mean it's gone? Where did it go? And the banks were like, we don't know. They were literally like, we don't know where we report that we're broke, and you're like, what do you mean you're broke? And you're the bank. That's like literally what America said. They're like, what do you mean you're broke? And the bank's like, we're broke, and we're like, why? And they're like, we don't know. The bank was like essentially like, we don't know. The bank was like, we don't know. We know what happened. You stole the money. You gave the money to all the rich people. You just took the money and gave it to rich people, I think. We still don't know. Like Keynesian fucking mathematics guys work on the 2008 bank crash because we still don't know what happened, but I'm guessing that it's theft and lying, you know, as usual. I'm guessing that it's thievery and lying, and the banks probably stole that money. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the money. Nobody knows. It's like this scratching your head question mark. What happened to that money, banks? Remember all that money you had, banks? What happened in 2008? You didn't spend it. Are you paying hoes overseas or paying rich people? I think you are. You're paying rich people to get out of some problem that you have some NDA about that the public doesn't know about, and you paid out all of America's money because you got caught sleeping with children or something like that, and to keep it quiet quiet to keep the American government running. You gave some hoe overseas or some banker all of our fucking money to keep it quiet. That's what I suspect happened. I think Jeffrey was selling children to politicians. And I think they were bankers. I think Jeffrey was selling children to bankers and politicians. And when they all got caught, like, to keep the secret, they bribed one of our enemies and gave them all of our current money. That was like 2007 or something like that. We still don't know what they did. We don't really know. It's disgusting. It's the most foul thing I can think of beyond the Holocaust. We still don't know what they did there. It's disgusting. No, our mathematicians and scientists still scratch their heads. They don't know why it happened. They still don't know. It's insane. How did that happen? And they don't know how. I mean, how I just don't understand how. How that happened. I just don't get that. I don't understand it. It's not really, it doesn't compute. And so, yeah, and then that happens every 8 or 10 years. If they can't get a stock crash, they'll do a bank crash, like one or the other every 10 years, something like that. And it clears the entire landscape except for rich people, which is the only people that rich people can stand. The rich people can't stand the lower and the middle class. They can't stand that. They can't stand us. They have to be away from us. They think we're crude. They put walls between them and us. They live up there in that McMansion in the fucking hills, and they drive their sports cars or their fucking their fucking chauffeurs and stuff, and they only show up to like collect money. That's it. They don't work. They just collect money. They're the people who own everything. And so they just show up and they say, where's my fucking share? Because I own this company. Give me my share, right? And the company gives them 60% of their income, because the owner of the company gets 60% of the income, whatever's left after the fucking cost of the company is paid out, right? And so whatever's left goes straight to the owner. That's up to the owner to use. Usually they enrich their business with the money, but some of them just put it in their fucking pocket. And it's just insane. And so the banks lost all the money. The rich people were still standing, but nobody else was. And everybody lost all their businesses and went broke. It's disgusting. And so yeah, and now it's just, that's where we're at. It's insane. So being rich is, to me, kind of like being evil. It's this implication that we're able to, like, being rich shouldn't be possible while there's a poor person in the country. I really feel that we need to cap the money like a socialist or something like that, because they just keep making money hand over fist and sticking it in a bank account rather than having it go back into the economy. That's stockpiling. What conservatives do, rich people and conservatives, right? They conserve that money, but they don't ever use it on anything, so it just sits there. And that's disgusting. We have people dying of trank on the fucking streets. How you ever got that much money that you let sit around in your bank account is beyond me. It goes against business sense to stand on your money like that. Either enrich your fucking business and improve the economy, or blow it on luxury stuff and improve the economy. But do not let it sit in a fucking bank for a rainy day. I don't believe you should be able to keep money in a bank longer than a year, really. You need, honestly, there's all these bank laws and stuff that need to happen where the rich people thought they could just, while they're up and they're making ammo sales during the war, is usually what it is, right? They stick all that money in the bank and they wait for when the country's at its lowest, 100 years later, and then they spend the money. And that's not okay. The economy just fucking staggers. It just staggers along like a drunk idiot, trying to recover all the time. There's all these crashes and banks and stuff, and it's their stockpiling that led to all of this. It's the banks. The weird, shitty conservatives want to say it's Jewish people. It's not Jewish people. It's everybody. Everybody's a banker. That is not a Jewish thing. That is a very, very, very anti-Semitic, Semitic thing to say. Jewish people have nothing the fuck to do with it. Everybody's a fucking demon banker. Every race since the dawn of man has been demon banking. It has nothing to do with Jewish people. Demon banking is an old thing, And statistically, sure, some of them are Jewish, but no, the whole world, even Africa, does predatory banking. That's just a thing that's been around since the dawn of man, like prostitution. There's 3 things that have been around since the dawn of man. 4 things: death and taxes, prostitution, drugs, and pieces of shit stockpiling their money and letting the country die of poverty. It's been going on since the dawn of man. It needs to stop. It's disgusting. It's like this social behavior that we permit, but we don't need to. We can just make it illegal for them to do that and just cap the salary at 100 million. It's how we run this goddamn race is disgusting. Not race, but that's right. How we run the human race is disgusting. Like, trickle-down economics did not work. It killed humanity pretty much. That cannot work. No, I need the rich people to be either enriching their business by spending money or buying luxury items so they don't have any money anymore, past 100 million anyways. And no stockpile should be possible, basically. You know, you can keep it in the you can keep that money in the bank, but if you don't spend it, like, you know, if you're capped at 100 million, you can keep some money in the bank for a year, but if you don't spend it within a year, the G just comes and takes it, and they set a time every time you put another billion into the bank, and you're like, I'm gonna Scrooge McDuck this billion and let it sit and gather dust while humanity dies and starves to death. Nah, bitch, this is a team. This is a team. You have way too much money. No, I don't want your money. I want the money to go to the fucking infrastructure. I don't want your money. I don't need it. I don't care. I just need you to understand that destroying the economy with your stockpile and your conservative fucking attitudes is disgusting. It is killing the fucking human race. What makes a dictator? A really fat bank account, right? That's literally what makes a dictator. It's not war, it's not fucking militaries or anything like that. What makes a dictator? It's a giant fucking bank account that they technically shouldn't have because we mismanage the goddamn human race. You know, the only reason we have this is because we mismanage banks and we mismanage the human race and we don't look out for our weakest link, which is easily something that every single human on the fucking planet can probably comprehend. Even our developmentally challenged people can understand the concept of teach a man to fish. And so we don't have teach a man to fish, we have buy a fish. We don't have teach a man to fish, we have buy a fish. And buy a fish does not work. It doesn't really work. You have to actually produce things. It's like, and so we think that we can just buy everything. No. We have to make everything. We have to make electronics. We have to make fuel. We have to drill oil in our own country. We have to make a lot of farms, pretty much, with most of the rest of the empty space. Now, I think Nebraska should be entirely a breadbasket farm that just makes bread for us. That you know, if you're a farmer, you're just subsidized by the government to make us bread, because we need that. We need water subsidized, we need bread subsidized, we need power subsidized, we need rent subsidized, we need all of that stuff subsidized, so we just don't have any fucking lower class. The lower class is not necessary. Everybody here, if the rich people were to yield over their bank accounts beyond 100 million, every single American could have $300,000 and get out of destitution. Every single American. It is entirely unnecessary. Like, why should we stick the money away in a fucking bank while Americans are starving and dying of drug addictions on the streets and, you know, and losing their houses and living at Walmarts? That is just disgusting. I say kill the rich. Kill the rich. If you don't want us to kill you, then yield more than 100 million over to us, and yeah, we're gonna look at your fucking finances in the Cayman Islands. Yeah, we're gonna track every last goddamn dollar. I want the biggest sin in this country to be hiding money. You know, the biggest sin that you can commit. Like, the longest jail sentence should be murder, and then right after that should be rape, and then right after that should be hiding so much money that we all starve to death while Scrooge McDuck sits on his goddamn pile of coins like fucking Smaug, which happens a lot more than it should. It happens way more than it should. If we were just to legally cap the goddamn thing at 100 million, and he can still buy his McMansion and get his fucking, have his child sex and underage hookers if he wants, but he'll still have enough money to live the best life that any human can buy, and all the rest of that money needs to go towards space exploration and education and oil and food and money and water and rent and all that other stuff, so that the weakest fucking American still has like $300,000 and is never like on the streets. That is entirely, you know, unnecessary. You know, Germany doesn't do that. Like, no, almost nobody in the world does this except Britain and U.S. Like, I mean, they do the whole like rich people fucking stockpiling money thing while the rest of the country starves. Everybody does it. Everybody does. But we have this thing where, like, if you don't have any money in this country, you're considered to be an asshole. You're like considered to be an asshole. It's considered rude if you're poor. And that's disgusting. That's not true of other countries. That's not true of Africa. It's not true of India. It's considered rude to be poor here and be homeless on the streets. And I just don't understand that. That's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. If all the bank accounts were open and we could see what they're hiding, I'm fairly sure every single American would immediately be like, oh my God, that's how much money they're hiding from us? It's $200 trillion. It's just sitting in their bank accounts. Yeah. It's $200 trillion just sitting in their fucking bank accounts while our fucking best people die of trank on the fucking streets. Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. They have $300 trillion just sitting in their bank account gathering dust while we die of poverty in the streets. It's disgusting. Why? So the banks can make money and you stay rich? Yeah, no. We're gonna cap your fucking salary at $100 million until we're decent again. And trust me, you're gonna be a lot happier and a lot more willing to live around us and be around us if our education system didn't suck and our rent didn't suck and we were a lot happier. We wouldn't have school shootings if the rent didn't suck. I really feel this way. If the rent didn't suck and people weren't stressed out all the goddamn time and people's parents are like having divorces, we wouldn't have Dylan Klebold and Harris and all that from Columbine. If the rent didn't suck and people were actually happy in America, nobody would shoot up a school. We never had that. We didn't have that till, what, like 1996 or something like that. Nobody would shoot up a goddamn school because nobody was that unhappy. But the minute that the rent got to be atrocious and everybody was unhappy and everybody was losing their homes and their cars and their lives, of course some kid's gonna go shoot up goddamn Columbine. He sees that his parents are fucking miserable, and so he does something crazy to let the society know that something isn't right, and it's that these kids aren't getting enough TLC because TLC is actually money when it comes to humans. TLC is money, right? And the rich people stole all of the TLC, so the kid is not getting a good education. He's not getting enough love or tender care. He can't get a girlfriend because he's probably poor or lower to middle class and can't get a car. Can't go to a nice school. He's stuck in public school where they all make fun of him all day because they're all little shithead assholes raised by rich people, and well, not all of them, but a bunch of them see how rich people act in Melrose Place and Beverly Hills and shit like that, and they think that's normal. So they call poor people assholes. They basically call poor people assholes. The upwardsly what's up, Bacon?
Hey.
Upwardsly mobile,
As much as I love my kids, my kid weekend is over. I am now a gamer again.
Ooh, gamer stuff time, huh? Okay. I shall load 7 days, I assume. Or do you want to do something else?
I mean, 7 days in Dungeonborne are the two main ones I'm looking at.
So I'm just wondering what's your pick?
Do you have a preference?
Not at all, buddy. I like both games, and they're both good content for my stream. That's my criteria. So.
Why don't we? A large part of me wants to just go play 7 days, but I also realize we're going to play it out if we just play 7 days, and we should at least do the daily quests in Dungeonborne.
It doesn't matter if we play out 7 days. We have Rust still. But anyways,
I think
you have Rust. You are playing Rust, buddy. There is no difference between 7 days and Rust. There is literally no difference. They are the exact same game.
Let's play a little bit of Dungeonborne.
Where'd I hear you?
I'm not saying a lot of Dungeonborne, but definitely a few rounds to try to get some quests done.
Okay, I must update, so that'll take just a few seconds.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, patching, so that might actually be like 5 minutes. I was just talking about where did all that money go after the 2008 bank crisis. I learned today, Begon, that the IBM computers sold computers to the Nazis in the war so they could fight us. And I want to kill Microsoft now. I'm fairly sure they did this in Vietnam. I'm fairly sure they did it in 9/11. I believe Microsoft has been selling computers to our enemies while we were currently fighting them, and I want them to die now.
What about the Bushes selling oil to the Luftwaffe?
Yeah, like Prescott Bush sold bullets to the Nazis in the war. People don't remember that, but I do. Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of people remember that, but it's obviously not very many because they fucking elected him president twice.
Yep. And so so I've been talking about bank crises because it kind of seems like it's like something about the computers kind of has to do with the bank crisis a little. I don't know. But where did that money go? And it's gone. Where did that money go?
See, that's why I don't believe in trickle-down theory.
Trickle down came up a
more than
lot.
concept.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. See, from God's mouth to your sorry, God's lips to your mouth or whatever. I've been talking about trickle down for like an hour. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Trickle down means that the water's up there and not down here, right? It's the water says only has access. We only get trickles. We only get little bits of it.
Yeah, for sure.
The water's up there, not down here. And that's
if
a terrible
trickle-down
system.
was substantive, then we would have seen more money continue to circulate. It wouldn't have just been hoarded by different rich people.
Church, testify. I'm loading. And just where'd that money go? Did you give it to rich people because you were sleeping with kids? Did the bankers give it to rich people to keep the NDAs? Because that's kind of what I'm wondering. Did Jeffrey sell children to rich bankers and politicians, and to keep it a secret, somebody blackmailed them for all of the bank's money? Maybe, I don't know.
I think a lot of rich people like to take their money and roll it into more money. So they'll either keep buying more stocks, or they'll do like what Trump does and just start fucking buying properties over and over until you own like small countries worth of properties.
Land.
Yeah, it's land and stocks the two biggest things I think they waste their money on, and at that point they're just trying to build a giant fucking fortune, and they keep building it until they die, and then their kids split it up, or they do the stupid fucking shit like Bill and Melinda Gates, where they just delete their money and say, "Bye, kids, no money for you."
Fuck you. I cannot believe I hate Bill Gates. Anyways.
Oh yeah,
the hyperbole isn't necessary. I think everybody. Did you see him lie on Barbara Walters about Jeffrey? He was discussing. He had his little mercy hands up, being like, "No, I didn't sleep with the children. Please don't cancel me." It's like,
of course they all slept with children. Bill Gates fucked a bunch of kids.
Yep.
Bill Gates also runs Monsanto, so Bill Gates is directly responsible.
I hate Monsanto.
Sorry, Bill Gates is the largest shareholder of Monsanto.
Yep, I believe it. I'm sure he is.
It's factual, unless if it changed because someone else bought more stock or something.
It always changes, yeah. But
no, I'm pretty sure he is. He's also the largest individual owner of farmland too. He buys up farms and then he runs Monsanto and fucking runs the seeds and gives us all autism.
Yeah, if he got his money by selling the fucking computers to the Nazis that damn near killed our grandfathers in the war, I think we maybe prosecute IBM/Microsoft. I think we maybe do it.
Wait, was Microsoft?
IBM.
IBM. Okay, yeah. I was like, wait, Bill Gates wasn't selling stuff.
IBM is Microsoft, but I mean, IBM sold computers to. I mean, basically Microsoft now. IBM is Microsoft. That's the same fucking.
I mean, if we look at the general idea of the Nazis were totalitarian dictators oppressing the masses, then in that sense they're kind of like Nazis, but that's also a loose way to define them.
Yes, it's not fair way. I don't know if I have enough money for potions here. I'm just buying.
I mean, the main benefit I could see, this is getting stupid, just joking around hypothetical territory, by the way, but the main benefit I could see to if Hitler won the war and then eventually won his little race crusade and even beat the Japanese.
He would have chilled, maybe.
Eventually, the Germans were gonna go to war with the Japanese because they were both supremacist, very militant regimes. So eventually, they would have had their own race war between allies to see who was actually better. But anyway, if he actually won and he then later conquered the whole world and made the entire world his Reich, at least we'd all be using the same form of measurement and the same language.
Yes.
Like
a dog language that I've never really liked.
I mean, it sounds like you're angry all the time.
Yeah. Sounds like
that kind of sounds fun.
It's orc language. No, I'm just kidding. I like Germany, whatever.
Germans have been responsible for genocide for millennia.
Germans haven't always been evil. No, not at all.
Have you heard about the Celts?
Oh yeah.
The genocide of the Celts? The Celts are what caused the Roman Empire to spring up. It was Celtish warlords actually raided, I think it was Rome, but they raided Italy, and they fucking sacked, raided, pillaged, murdered. They fucked the Italians real bad. And then they left with all their spoils, and they didn't come back. And then the Italians got so rattled, they decided, well, instead of being sheep, let's be wolves. And they militarized, and they started conquering lands and getting resources. And as they grew, they started pushing into modern-day France and Belgium and shit like that, where the Celts lived. And they were just slaughtering fucking fuck tons of Celts, just literally genociding them. And it got to the point where they needed more troops than they had to cover all the lands they were just genociding Celts in. So they started hiring the Germans, the Germanic peoples at the time, who were literally the Ubermensch that Hitler always tried to talk about, like the fucking tall, muscular, super people. That's basically what the Germans were at that time period. So the Romans, when they ran out of their own troops to genocide the Celts with, they started hiring fucking Germans to genocide the Celts for them.
Ah.
And yeah, there's a lot of history to it, but they literally, the Germans have been genociding people for ages.
Yeah,
They're a people to look down upon in many ways, and idolize in some ways because like they have a lot of ingenuity in terms of like mechanicals and shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad things about their history, and there's definitely things to look upon favorably. I remember one of the big things that Tolkien was really upset about Hitler for, because all the Lord of the Rings shit was inspired by World War One and Two.
It was.
But Tolkien was really upset because of Hitler putting quote unquote, because it's a fake idea, but the white race on some kind of supremacist pedestal. He basically made it verboten to talk about the accomplishments of white groups of people, even though there's many great things to talk about. But if you talk about them, then people are like, oh, you're just like Hitler because you think Norse people did cool stuff back in the day. And that's one thing that Tolkien recognizes. Hitler had basically just destroyed the history and the ability to talk about the history of white European nations for who knows how long it'll be, because it's still pretty much verboten right now.
Yeah, I stopped calling any American a Nazi. I just stopped doing that like 2 years ago. I used to think of the Republican Party as the Nazi Party, but I stopped doing it. It's just not fair to them. It is just not the case.
They are.
It's just not the case.
More often nationalists than not, but they're not a socialist workers' party.
No.
I'll tell you.
No, they're not fascist. They're not. No.
Well, the Nazis weren't fascist either.
No.
That was one of the big things that Mussolini didn't like Hitler for, because Hitler took fascism, did his own shit to it, and then called it fascism.
I'm using the slanguage fascism. I'm not using There is two fascism words. I could probably do a video about it. There's the fascism that you're talking about, and then there's the fascism that I'm talking about, which is actually tyranny. Just tyranny. That's all.
Yeah, there's actual fascism, and there's low information fascism, which is just, I don't like you, so you're fascist.
Yeah, I would say certain things about the right-wing party sort of like I viewed as tyrannical. For instance, like I don't know how they support the inheritance tax, stuff like that.
Oh, I'm against inheritance tax. That's actually something that Trump was against, that Obama fluffed the fuck out of. Yeah, Trump. I don't think Trump didn't abolish it, but he did lower it at least. But Obama's the one that fluffed it up real bad. Like Obama fucking loved inheritance tax.
Yeah, I didn't know which party was pushing that one. I thought they were both kind of similar-minded.
It's more of an establishment versus non-establishment thing. Except, no, actually, I take that back, because Obama's a progressive Democrat, and Obama was super fucking into it. It's okay. So getting rid of it's implementing the death tax is actually inherently it's a like
really evil.
I think there's two main wings of thought that are still completely prevalent that both push for it because they have their own reasons for it. One of them is establishment, because more taxes, more money. I think that's just how they view it. They want more power, so they want more taxes, and that's one way to wring it out of the peasants. The other ones are communists, because communists want to get rid of the old wealth. That's one of those things.
Yep.
Communists want to abolish wealth that people have had for generations, and death tax is one way to do that.
That's true.
Yeah, communists love death taxes.
I don't.
Not saying they're the only ones, but yeah, people with a communist mindset want to use that as a way of getting rid of wealth and power from wealth from people that currently have it.
I don't want a death tax. I want a cap on how much money you can put in a bank, like 100 million or something, and that's about as socialist commie as it gets.
I'll just start putting it in holes in the ground.
Yeah, I know, but I want to make it illegal for people to put trillions of dollars in a bank while we have starving poor Americans, and I don't know how to do that and bring them to the bucket willingly. Got to get them to the bucket willingly, and I don't know how.
Well, as Christ said, the poor will always be with you, and
poor will always be with you.
They're not always with you for any single reason, but there are literally people who just that is the life they know, and that is the life they want, and they will pick that life even if you lift them out of it. They'll go back into it.
Yeah, on my stream, I was just talking about how if you're poor, you remember? I don't know if you ever caught that video, but about it's rude to suck at World of Warcraft. I was talking about that. I was like, it's a funny video because it is true, and it's the same with poverty, right? It's actually considered to be rude if you're poor in America, but that's not how mankind is. We constantly have poor people. You know, there's this derision in Americans for people that are homeless on the streets, and I've never really understood that. You know.
All right. Well, are you getting ready?
Oh, well, I've been waiting for you. Sorry.
You have not been ready this whole time.
I have been. I'm the leader, so I have to wait for you. You weren't ready.
Oh well, I was ready for a while.
I can't queue. You have to. If I'm.
Then I unreadied so I could get my stuff in my mail, and then I readied again. Oh great! I have sun glare behind me. But at least I can play a game.
This game, so if I suck at first, I'm sorry.
Night. No voice.
Oh, is that a druid? Nice. I haven't played a druid.
Okay, my buttons were Q and E. Yeah. Oh yeah. So charge and spin. Oh, and I have to keep out the two-hander. Cool. What was
Hopefully
that?
just don't run into people.
It was like a thunder shaman or something.
Yeah, that was a druid thing, I'm pretty darn sure.
Thunder druid.
Yeah, because wizards are either ice or fire, so that's got to be the druid.
Yeah, that's an elemental druid.
Okay, we know this location. Let's get down.
We do. Same thing. You do all the looting, and I'll watch for incoming.
And I still have a tough time seeing shit because of the glare.
Yeah.
Alright, let's hop down and kill this rat.
Okay, I'm gonna spin to open. Oops, shit. Ah, I gotta. Sorry.
I'm pinned, I'm pinned.
I'm trying. Sorry.
Hold on, I'm trying to get away from this bat.
Oh, right, team damage. I gotta remember. Sorry.
Yeah, that too.
I spun you, didn't I? I'm so sorry.
I don't know, I was just in a corner getting fucked by a rat and I couldn't move.
Ooh, nice shield. Ooh, better than my shield. Nice. Yep, there we go, new shield. Cool, I want to see the shield. I'm gonna go tank this rat on the left.
I'm coming.
Yo, take your time, buddy. You're good. This is a low deliver game. Never feel like you need to rush. I don't care.
Oh, I'd like us to be able to complete the dungeon.
Dex
Don't
necklace
die.
for you.
Okay. Looks like they have that one escape portal open. I see it to the south. I don't want to.
I think we should just leave.
No, we shouldn't. We haven't really looted
Bagging
shit.
the loot is always better.
If we started and then
enough to know it's always
if
better.
we immediately found an epic, I'd say maybe, but I don't want to when we're just playing random crap.
If you're greedy, I understand that though. That's something I totally understand. That. I'm gonna spin him to open.
Wait, come back this way.
Oh, sorry.
I've never gone this way. I want to see what's here. No, I don't think so.
Oh, there's a duck. Nice. You first. Okay. Oop, I missed him. Ranger.
I hear a lot of skittering.
Mosquito. Poison. Got him. Bat. Or no, mosquito. Bat.
I did my dagger throw, but that does not kill him apparently.
Oh, when you get better daggers.
No, it's an ability, not a dagger thing. It's not weapons.
How do you loot? Is it right click?
Yeah, right click.
Oh, I see.
And remember, the stuff you start with has no monetary value, so you want to swap it with actual, like, even gray drops ASAP. What was that? +3 Midas Touch. Gain 30 coins directly to your inventory after killing a target. Ooh, that is...
Nice. That's a really valuable thing you need to keep.
Yeah, it's got faith on it, so it's not an optimal item for me, but I'll take that bonus.
Where's your health bar? Oh, there it is, lower left. Oh, wow.
It is just so hard to play with all this freaking glare on my screen, though. I really wish I didn't have screen glare. Oh, hey, a dagger.
I hear a beat creature.
Let's keep going up the stairs here.
Fuck, I love this game.
goblins.
I'm gonna spin.
Okay, okay. Get a bat, looks like.
Golden lion. Oh, you have bat? I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
No, I saw a bat. I don't know where the bat went.
Okay. I can loot too, huh?
No, it's behind you.
Oh shit! Oops.
There you go.
Bandage is the big one.
Bandage is the big heal, yes.
Okay, it's okay. I gotta put bandages on my bar here.
Get some goblins here.
So, do we share loot, or is it?
It's all individual.
All individual. Okay, so I can loot without screwing you. Okay.
And just do your thing. Let's go.
All right, I'm ready. Oh no! Wait, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Like to go kill.
Is there a loot all button? No, huh? Oh shit! I thought somebody was coming. I was like, ah. Okay, almost.
Come on.
Got it. Go. Stealth scout.
No, you go in there and attack the goblin.
No, you open and then come back.
No, you go fool the fucking goblin. You're the fighter. I'm the rogue.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, but. Alright. Good point.
Yeah, get up there.
I'm gonna spin. There's a player coming. No, it's a mob. It's a mob. It's a nasty axeman.
Oh, that one. Yeah, you shoot back. Back. Don't get hit by that motherfucker. It's boss. Pull him back. I can't get behind him right now. Okay, I'm behind him. I'm gonna start hitting him.
Oh, fuck, that sucked.
You gotta not get hit by that.
He like surprised me. This is so fun. We can just like step in, weave in.
Except he's gonna start spitting sometime and then fuck us both.
Yeah, I have a corner I can like. I hear steps on the other side of the door.
Yeah, I'm running. Run.
It's a ranger on you now. Oop.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was getting back, because we're gonna pull. You need to heal.
Bandaging.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack again.
Yeah. Almost done. Okay, bandage.
Here he is. He's down.
Ooh, good shit.
Yeah, I do so much damage when I start hitting him. What's that? Oh, it's a
Lightning
staff. Yeah, you want a lightning staff?
Nope, I don't care. You can take it.
Oh, I'm only playing rogue, so you can take it. I don't fucking care. It's crafting materials, if nothing else.
I don't think I can afford to store it, really. So I was just, oh, there's a nice blue thundermiter. I see what you said. Okay.
If you won't pick it up, I'll pick it up.
No,
But
I'll take that staff, yeah. That's a good staff.
It's crafting materials if you really won't use it. It is a mace. Yeah, you should probably take that mace. That was neat. Kill the boss. That's a big deal. That sucks. Fucking nothing in the chest here. If you don't have gloves yet, there's regular shit plate gloves.
Okay. I don't. I died last time we played.
Yeah, I died too, so I'm also pretty much naked.
Broken gauntlets as opposed to, what's the other one? Broken gauntlets as opposed to sturdy. Okay, good. I'm gonna drop whites. Okay. What do we see?
There's a werewolf thing down there somewhere. I caught its tail, or maybe just it's a rat, but there's something.
What is this thing? Who is on the other side of this door? You are driving me crazy. You fucking piece of shit, Shaman.
Oh yeah, it's the Shaman.
You are driving me nuts. Die.
He's still alive? Shit.
Yeah, he was
There he is.
He took like 12 hits. Ooh, it's a
Oh.
Grandmaster Orb.
You should take that with that.
Yeah, nice. Alright. Here is a soup. I have a goblin, do I?
Yeah, goblin's coming. You might want to spin that. Oh, he went the other way. There's a goblin up the stairs coming at us.
Okay.
You literally ran right
the
back.
other stairs. Sorry.
Oh, these goblins all drop green shit.
You can parry in this game, right? Like a parry interrupt type thing. With the
If you,
blocky?
I think you have to precise block. Oh, there's green plate gauntlets over here in the
Let's
chest.
start working on that more. I'll probably suck. Yeah, I didn't have time to loot. There we go. Thank you. Okay, putting it on. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, sorry, I'm just getting used to the systems. Okay. Maybe these barrels? Yeah. I don't want to swing because you're just like standing on it.
Right now, we should be looking for escape portals. Okay, I see one down there. Remember, I can always, if I can get to the portal, I can just do a stealth steal of it.
Alright.
So let's clear down here because there's one portal and we want to get another one.
I'm gonna spin shop open this rat, I guess. Oh,
I
no,
see
there's a
one.
ghost. There's a ghost. don't
I
really
see
want
one
that
to the
ghost
left.
At the same time. Yeah, I'll go for this guy.
Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, I was gonna spin. Ah!
That's supposed to one-on-one spin. Okay, it's dead. You see the ghost? I don't see the ghost.
I do see it. It's right there, like 315. Now it's like 316, something like that. So I don't know. Oh, there's two. There's two ghosts and a bat. They are padding. There's a portal there. Oh, I want the statue by this mosquito first. So let's do this mosquito right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's
Oh.
an ant. Oh god.
That's
not
fine.
good.
Remember, ants are pussies. Just go
Oh,
out there.
okay.
Yeah, as long as you have two people to surround them with, ants are really easy.
The mosquitoes are fixed now. I'm gonna worry about that one.
Okay, I think ants down.
Yep. Mosquito next. Got him, I think. Yeah. Ooh, blue.
There was no gear. Okay, we're getting the warning, so you can get your thing quick, but we need to...
Well, let's get the rat. Oh god, yeah.
Let's
I
clear the
didn't do the
portal.
statue. I'm sorry. Let me get that.
Okay, but we need to clear your portal ASAP, and then I can just
Less
self-find.
healing.
Oh,
Let's
mimic.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm gonna spin.
Very nice, I didn't even have to help.
I'm gonna loot.
Alright, I pulled a bug.
I'm trying. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I got good side of loot. So I take the portal now.
No, we helped clear the portal, and
Clear
then...
the portal. Oh, don't hit
Yeah,
me.
kill the rat, kill the rat.
Okay, I'm going in.
Okay, he's dead. Let's see if we can clear this one together. Yeah, there's a ghost.
I think you should just leave.
Well, I would rather clear this thing first.
Ooh, what's that?
Okay.
It's a ritual scroll. Failed to pick up. Please check the inventory.
Yeah, you're full. You're full.
Yeah.
Got a ghost coming. Ghost.
Okay.
Oh, there's two of the fuckers. There's one.
I can spin, but I don't think I want to.
Yeah, don't right now. Okay, it's dead.
Okay.
I
I'm
think
gonna
there's one.
Oh.
There's one more at this portal
One
if
more
we
at this
really
There's
quick.
another portal right here that's not guarded. Come here. Oh, never mind.
I got her. Okay, you take that portal right there. I'll take the one down the hill.
Oh, what did we aggro?
That is a werewolf.
Go back. Take the portal behind you. Go.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm okay. I'm gonna get
He's
out.
stuck on the wall, so he's not gonna be able to get you.
I'm out.
Okay. Yeah, thankfully he got stuck between the wall and the torch, so he
This is
couldn't
a good run. Full of loot and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I should get a lot of gold, just raw gold.
Yeah. Spectator mode.
This fucking screen glare is killing me, though. It wouldn't really bother me if it was 7 days, but in this game, it's killer.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we were the last ones out.
Gold. My life went up. Put all the stuff away, I guess. Since I didn't lose anything, I don't have to worry about it. Do it later.
Let's go to the merchant and sell all those mugs I picked up. Ah, fuck. Replica gold beer mug is only 10 gold. That's garbage. I thought it was going to be worth a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't ever pick up replicas, apparently. That is the rule.
What are... Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it says replica, it means it's not fucking worth shit.
Oh, really? Okay. I have 110 gold now. Oh, I can make potions, right? Yeah. Ooh, you can buy an extra inventory box. Nice. I wonder how much that is. Oh, it's only 5,000 gold. Nice. Cool. Usually they charge you real money for that. It's cool. They really are free. What is it that I am doing here? I am trying to buy potions from the alchemist. No, bandages. Here we go. I'm at this place now where I can like actually heal like pretty well. It's awesome. Okay, I am, you know, metaphorically flagged up. Because I can't. Which is a dumb system, by the way. When does a lobby never let the leader queue? That's dumb.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright.
Okay.
Ent. Bat. Statue. I don't know what the statue is.
Let's kill the ant. Statue's nothing.
I'm gonna spin open. Oh no, you open. Spin. Go.
Werewolf, werewolf.
Oh god. Can you get on him?
I'm drinking a potion real quick.
Oh, I got a bat. Trying to get the bat off me first. Coming. Sorry. Get on him. Ouch, damn it. Son of a bitch. I should have maybe met it while he was on you. Got the bat.
There we go. It wasn't even letting me do stabs half the time. I dropped a necklace with intelligence on it.
You did great.
Hey, you want that necklace?
Sure. I want everything.
Yeah, I feel like I grabbed just everything too much, so I don't mind.
You're fine. Like, just give me, just be our loot goblin. You are loot council now, so you just give me whatever you think I need and keep the rest. because I don't care. I don't need loot.
If you say so.
I'll
Alright.
roll. Honestly, I kind of like rolling with the gray set. Kind of used to extraction.
Those are replicas, so they aren't worth shit, apparently.
Yeah, I put about 1,200 hours into Tarkov.
You need a strength ring?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm wearing a stam and a faith.
I'll drop it right here.
Alright.
If you can see it. Where the fuck is that ring? Ah, right here, right here.
Thank you. Strength and stam. And
Here's the crazy moose.
Do you want my old faith ring for
No,
to sell?
I don't want anything. Kill the crazy moose.
Okay, I'm gonna spin open.
Okay. Oh, nice. Got a bat back here somewhere. It's hard as fuck to see where the bats are. There we go.
I put more. Oh, never mind. I got another deer. Pop these chests or barrels in. Yeah. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna open. Oh,
Player.
He didn't kill me.
That's definitely a player. I just don't know where he is.
I think he's over there, 150. I think I see him. Yeah, 150. 135.
Okay.
No, it's a fire. I'm sorry. I thought he was casting, but it's a fire. I saw it through the trees.
Could have been someone.
There he is. There he is. There he is. Here he is. 300. Oh. I'm out.
Looks
Run,
like
Big
Twitch.
on, run. Yes. Still. Yeah, bitch. Home free.
Say home free. They're still somewhere.
Not yet. Yeah, not yet. Don't you kind of want to like crouch so they can't hear your footsteps, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, like a little less, anyways. Come on, portal. Come on, portal. Please, portal. Please tell me there's a portal up here, please. I'm sorry I died, Begon. Oh.
It's your fault. I wish I could have been more helpful, but they 2v1'd you in that Death Knight. I was trying to whack him, but he was kind of resilient too.
Yeah, the grip. I didn't know they had grip, so now I know.
Yeah, they have Death Grip and Death and Decay.
Yeah, I just spun because I didn't have an option. He gripped me while I had the two-hander out. If I had switched to the one-hander, he would have just killed me. I just spun because I had to. It was annoying.
He was almost dead too.
Was
It says
he?
he had
I couldn't see his
12% health on the kill log.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, it says how much health you have left when you kill somebody.
Later on, you'll be skilled enough to just, reopen him and then kill the mage. Mages probably aren't a problem for you. It's more like heat.
Oh, they're both right below me. If only I had a
I
ranged
see
weapon,
him.
I could go after him.
Oh, is he low health still? Probably not. I think you need to leave, buddy. They're coming now. They're like coming right for you.
No, you don't know where they're coming. They're kind of far off.
They saw you. They're coming now. Yeah. You need to go.
No, I'm going. I'm all sneaky right now.
Now you're probably good. They'll have to fight all those mobs, so.
Oh, exactly.
Probably loot now. But I definitely wouldn't stay where you were. The mage can't hit you,
Oh, there's some skateboard right there.
Yeah, and 3 goblins gotta get going. Yep. These guys plug in right as you and you see the portal. If they're coming this direction.
Oh, it's a goblin shaman. Well, I got stealth back up.
Can you just stealth open the portal? Yeah.
Well, I want to try to kill some shit. I don't want to just hide like a bitch.
These guys might come in behind you pretty quick here. He's casting. Oh no, he wasn't. He was emoting. I'm sorry. You're a shaman, don't melee. cast a spell. Don't melee. That's fucking bullshit, you fucking idiot mob. Melee, you're a fucking shaman.
That's old from him.
Cast a spell. Two escapes have appeared. A lot more. Huh?
I'm just gonna open the chest and then probably get out of here.
You can always stealth if they come. You're safe still.
Oh, there we go. That's one reason why I like being a rogue.
I like that you got loot out. It makes me feel much more vindicated.
Oh, it was rough
Like a
because
fucking bat, I got one shot.
they hit us from above, so we had no idea where the fuck they were coming
where was
from.
that? I was like, where was he? I thought the fire was the I couldn't see the fire through the trees. So I thought the fire was the mage casting on you. And I was like, he's there. But no, they were way up top, huh? Dumb. That was a bad tactical mistake. We checked the fire with the time that he used to open up on me, and that sucked. But at least they weren't on the elevated position because we did go to the fire, you know. So I suppose that was good. Because if the mage was elevated, it would have been donezo, you know. Fuck, I lost a lot of potions there. God damn it.
Oh, you get a cool cosmetic if you do all these temporary quests.
Temporary quests?
Yeah, horoscope quests.
Ooh, nice, yeah.
I need to win one competitive game, which is probably a PvP match, and the rest are just Sinner's End. I'd have to do Sinner's End a few times.
Yeah, we can do anything you want to do. I'll probably suck. Or no, we won one, didn't we? I can't remember. No, I think we lost both times we tried, because these people are probably like no life in this game. Kill a Grim Reaper or Werewolf once. I just did. What do you mean? I just did. What are you talking about? Oh no, I have to get out, huh? I have to get out or it doesn't give you credit, huh? Okay. Deal 3,000 damage to enemy players, and it's 757. Okay, crossbow is going back in the... It let me keep some cloudy life essence, I guess. That's kind of cool. Like 20 cloudy life essence. I am ready. No rush.
All right, I'm
sewing stuff.
I'm just banking.
Yeah, me too. That blue staff is lead. It's awesome. Shadow damage.
All right, change to the Sinner's End.
Sinner's End. Okay. No. How do I see the screen again to choose the modes? Is it pause? Oh no, it's escape. I see. So there we go. I'm sorry. I was in the wrong menu. So then, Placeau Castle, and we're going to Sinner's End. Casual. Ready? Ready up when you're ready. It's warning me that I don't have the gear for this. Oh well. I don't have an option.
In some ways, it's better to start on Sinner's End when you're naked because you can get a lot more gear with less of effort. You just have to survive.
Yep. What was that? Oh.
Pyromancer.
attack while I'm charging. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know I could attack while charging. That's badass. Oh. I blocked his spell with my crappy wooden plank.
Well, it looks like there's only 4 players in this match. I didn't see anyone join. So we're probably full PvE mode here.
Yeah, so those guys, if we see them, kill the mage. Because I'll just spin the mage. If I spin the mage, he'll just be down.
The not mage is a tank.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to do much more of the just pull aggro and let me kill kind of stuff. Remember, there can be traps and shit in this area too, so you need to play it safe.
Yeah.
Look for traps.
Watch for the mimic here.
Over here. Wanna go Goblin Slayer, right? Oh, dude, there's
spin
something.
open.
Look to the right. There's a Goblin Shaman area up there. That might be
Look,
really
so
dangerous.
there's bugs above us about to drop, I think.
No, they're not on us.
Oh, no, there's stairs. I see, okay.
Okay, if we want to fight the that's like a straight up goblin boss encounter. It looks like
Oh,
not like a boss, but there's a lot of goblins.
I'm not stirred.
Okay, well, go down there and spin.
You
Spin to win.
You want to go spin open on the
Yeah.
boss? Okay, where is the boss?
Oh,
Is that one in the back?
Boss is up there with some cultists around him.
Okay, so I open these guys right here. Okay, I'm gonna switch up and go down there. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. I need to get potions. I forgot potions. Great. Behind you, skeleton. Skeleton behind you. I'm gonna get him.
Fine.
Thank you.
There we go. All right, med up.
I don't have meds.
Don't go up to the altar yet. They are not pulled yet. Oh, you should have bought meds first.
I forgot. I don't know how I forgot, but I did. Or no, I thought I did. I bought bandages and potions, but they're not in my inventory. Or I don't know why. I don't know why I don't have bandages. I bought them. They're not in my inventory for some reason.
Okay, well, figure that out later.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what happened here. Oh, sturdy leggings. There's a green wanderer's vest with faith. Okay.
Is your spin up?
Yes.
Okay, spin the goblin up the stairs there.
Alright, going in. Oh, I got a ranger on me. I'm gonna die. Oh god. I'm gonna die.
Just get back. I am literally here. Oh, fuck, it's an eye.
Oh, I should maybe leave. Oh god. Is he casting on me? Yeah,
Nah,
we got him. Okay, nice. I'm gonna come back.
You didn't die, did you? Okay, stay stay the fuck out. There's an archer still. Okay, I think they're all dead now.
Blue. Maybe
Yeah,
one of them has potions.
Yeah, so far I'm only finding vendor trash.
Oh wait, that was a good comment. Which one's better? Oh yeah, this one's way better.
There's a green helmet there on the loot.
Thank you. Which one's better? Faith or strength? There we go, strength. There we go. Wait.
Over here, there's a bandage in the chest.
Oh, thank you. That will help. Oh, we aggroed something maybe. Oh, it's a
Come
skeleton.
to the chest. Stop worrying.
I think worrying's wise, maybe, because if he's coming in, I need to know that. Yes, I do.
No, you're fine. You just need the bandage. That was a pseudo boss encounter, and we came out of it pretty clean.
Yeah, if I didn't forget potions or whatever happened here. I wonder what happened to the fucking 9 potions and advantages I bought. Did I sell them by mistake? I probably did. That
Yeah,
one's
right here.
stone. Alright.
Looks like a skeleton mage or something. He has a hood.
Oh, yeah. Is he gonna come through? No.
I don't think so, but we can probably
So,
engage him
I
freely.
can spin open and just kill both of them, maybe, but it might, they might kill
Oh
me.
yeah, there's two.
They might kill
Well,
me.
you probably find it. Here, I'm gonna open it and pull him out.
Oh, okay, wait. Alright, so you want to open, and when should I spin, I guess?
Just right away.
Okay, I'll spin when you're out of the way, yeah.
Okay, opening. And duck out, duck out. Yeah, I'll go in there and finish him off. You got two skeletons, and the third one is on me. Okay, third one's dead. Did he drop? Oh, plate helm for you.
Nice. Ooh. I hope I alive. Or sorry, I hope I make it alive.
Okay, there's a healing potion in there for you.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, as long as you don't keep getting hit, we'll get you back up.
Okay.
Just checking. Okay, there's nothing back here. Okay, so we are in the middle of the shrinkage zone, so that's a little bit concerning because that means the other two players might be headed this way at some point.
Yeah. Oh, what do I hear? Wait, shut up. It's something padding above us. We're okay?
Yeah, I think that's skeleton.
Sorry.
Not-
I didn't mean to tell you to shut up, just...
Oh, hentai.
I'm gonna spin.
Okay.
Okay.
Looting a chest, so watch. You fucking got wrecked?
Wrecked.
Dude.
Sorry.
At least you killed one.
Yeah.
Oh, and I wanted it.
Well, at least you can take my loot.
Yeah, there is that. Oh, you had some gear I could use. Oh, now I'm pretty well looted out, though.
Oh, so if you charge the two-hander, it breaks their guard, and and I didn't know that. So if they're blocking, I can break it with the two-hander, and I had no idea. And now I know that. Oh, good. Yeah.
Well, this is too fucking good to be real.
Yeah, get out. Yeah, at least one of us got out, right? I do not give a fuck about that. I mainly want to get you through this. Yeah.
Well, the cool thing is I can probably trade you the good drops.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Yep, first fucking boat out. I'm right next to where it
Yeah, I
spawns.
guess we didn't really lose anything if you were able to carry all that loot. Yeah, that's interesting. Can you trade in this game? How do you do that?
Ah, it took the chest that I picked up off your corpse and gave it back to you.
Wait, it did?
Yeah, I kind of want that chest because I don't have a green chest.
I got it. Achievement. Loot Hunter 1.
Does it let us trade? Ah, here it
I
is.
don't think so. Oh, did you find it?
Uh,
I don't see it. I don't think
it's
oh, trade.
it's only,
There we go. Trade. But no, you
I think it's
can't
only
trade.
auction house.
Yeah, that's only the auction house. Oh.
Okay, so we would have to like join a map and then drop it to each other. I think is how that works. But that's oh fuck, dude, that helm was 3 life on hit. Every time you hit something, you get 3 health back. That's really good.
Hells yeah, dude. It's good. I
Oh,
love
it's a
good
helmet for you.
RPG. Or sorry, yeah. I love good PvP loot. It makes you feel so much better than PvE loot. You know, it's awesome.
Yeah, but I can't use it as the problem.
Got a stam neck. I'm gonna have to retool here. It'll take me just a few seconds. Oh no. So I didn't acquire the stuff that I had made, is what it was, and I didn't realize as I left. Okay. What does will do? Do you know? Like
You can go to your stats and find it out like a normal explorer.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. Does it tell you? Oh, it does. Strength, dex down, and will increases skill damage is what will is. It's skill damage. So will is good for me. Because I was like, isn't that a caster stat? But no, it's actually good for everybody. So I pulled a nice 4 will ring in there. It gave it to me for some reason. I don't know why it did, but it did. So what else do I need? So what does Dex do for me? Crit strike. That makes sense, yeah. And movement speed. I guess Dex is movement speed too. That's cool. Whirlwind is active. Hamstring. While Whirlwind is active, hitting an enemy with a weapon applies a 20% slow. Killing an enemy player resets the cooldown of charge. I didn't know that. That's cool. Cool, I can just like close gaps as I get a kill. I can close the gap to the mage instantly. I didn't know that. That's good to know. Oh, Begon, you gotta play Warrior. It's so fucking fun. It's a great class. They did such a good job with it.
Yeah.
You're gonna wreck face.
Alright, I'm ready for another queue.
You're all set. Okay, I've got bandages, I got potions, I've got swords. Do I have any... Oh, I guess I can look at the vendor for a better weapon maybe before we leave.
Well, you probably want to go to trade for a better weapon.
Trade, yes. For fighter, item type weapon, I want a two-hander so I can spin for more damage. There's one for sale for 1,000 gold. I guess I'll take that. It is a good deal. Buy. Now, where do I go to get it, though? Is it in my stash? No. Where did this go? Like, why wouldn't it be in my stash? Where the hell else would it go? Oh, my purchases. Here we go. And then acquire. Okay. And then, do I have the sword? Yes, I do. Switching out to a better sword, putting the old one away. And I'm ready. Oh, do you want sinners again?
Yeah, I need to get my quests done for doing sinners.
Okay, ready up. There's an achievement. Strike a deal. Buy, sell one item. Please check your loadout. Okay. In combat. I've discovered this guy called the Casual Criminalist. He does podcasts in a YouTube format with pictures and stuff. And he's so good. He's so good at what he does. And you can learn about all the crazy things that shitty-ass criminals do. Like the crazy criminals. There's some absolutely diabolical criminals in history. I had no idea. People that live like basically like super villain lives. And I had no clue. Nobody's here, huh? I guess we don't have to PvP. That's good.
Yeah, that's good for this. I mean, I'm always afraid of losing my shit, so in a way I like it when I don't have to worry about PvP in this game.
Yeah, no, that's like a win. I don't think it happens all the time. Maybe somebody else will come in. Like in the next 50 seconds. Oh, I was like, why do I always seem like I'm like hurting them with my shield? And she does. Like, she closes the sword combo with a shield bash, which is awesome. It takes a long time to charge up, but it's good.
Looks like it's just us. We can take it slow.
Well, you know, the storm. But yeah. Nice. Oh, I need to change my title. Shit. Oops. So we're going in under Dungeonborne. I need 10 seconds. Sorry, buddy. Dungeonborne's good for the channel. 3,500 viewers. Nice. Okay, Dungeonborne duo. Yep. Okay, are we good here? Are we good here? No. I need another 10 seconds. I'm sorry. Sorry, I forgot I'm on YouTube. I got banned for a week and I got used to not having to do YouTube.
Did I get you banned?
No, you didn't get me banned. I watched a movie on my stream called The Stranger, which is an old Orson Welles film that's free to watch. That's so old that it's in the public domain.
Hey, go north and spin.
North and spin. Okay.
Go north and
spin. North and spin. Okay. Wait, this is an empty room. There is something in it.
Not in the fucking starter room.
Yeah, but it's still. But I still.
Too late now.
Did you get hurt?
No.
Okay, good.
Hey, go kill.
Oh, I see. Yes, okay.
Yeah, let's check for.
Oh, shit. Oh, what was that?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I got one of those like micro disconnects.
That's okay.
Thanks.
What?
Parkour! Okay, so there's a chest up here, and this would be a great ambush spot if somehow there are actually players in the area, but there aren't, of course.
I might be too heavy to do this.
Well, I have dexterity too, and you don't. There's nothing up there.
Oh, yeah, I was unable to do the jump. That's awesome.
There's a pit there, but that's not where we want to go. There's a goblin. Yeah, let's go through this door and kill the goblin.
Alright.
Bugs.
Which is what I normally do ultimates on. Let me change it. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Oh, thank God. Okay, so what do? I'm gonna do for spin. I think I want. Actually, I'm gonna put these on my mouse keys. Yeah. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Skill 1. Oh no. I don't want to put that on mouse. I want to put it on the 2 key. I guess. Skill 1 is the first one. I don't want to misclick it ever again. There we go. Okay, yes, much better keybind. Sorry about that.
Oh, there's probably a loot room here. Let's open.
Okay.
Bugs. Just spin if you have it up. Never mind. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a big chest in here.
Remember, Pegon, tap the chest.
Yeah, nothing good in it. Okay, come over here.
Hold on, there's a horn on the wall. You got the horn in here? Okay.
Looks like something interesting here in the tower. Probably find a way to get to the tower. Let's go to the right. Gabo.
What? aggro one below, and he's coming at us. And there's a eye.
Yeah, don't worry about the eye. I don't think they can path up here. They were safe.
There's more. What's that? Oh. There's a torch. I'm just gonna glance in.
Yeah, you should be able to climb up these walls.
Yep. Okay, that door leads to another hallway. You want me to come up there? Okay.
I'm glad they have these like parkour challenges, and if you're decent at them, you can get extra loot and shit.
Yeah, I love parkour. I'm not maybe the right character. I definitely can't make that jump.
I kind of want to. Yeah, I kind of want to shoot the eye.
Shoot the eye. Shoot him in the eye. Wait for the turn to shoot him in the eye. Oh,
Nah, there's a mega chest up here. I want to see what's in it.
Tap the chest. You're gonna get eaten.
Nah, there's nothing in there. Oh, we could kill the eye at the bottom, or we could just keep moving to the next area since the walls are kind of closing in on us. I think we're safer moving on.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm down, buddy.
I just hit the big chest in here. There's no players. We just want to play it safe, and the map is closing. Kelly's.
Switching weapons. Okay. I'm gonna get his interest and turn his back to you. Oh, you. Ooh, what was that?
That was you whacking me.
Sorry. This is a Rest of the Ring of Dex. Oh, where is this? Oh god, who's here? Ah, skeleton coming in.
Got him.
Bandaging.
You drop anything? Oh, just a vendor. Oh, that's a big bossy chest. We should probably go get that. And I can also shoot the bugs with my crossbow. Nice, got the other bug, although I think it's alive still. Yeah, it's alive still. Alright, I shot the eye. He's gonna start coming over here.
I'm gonna spin, get out.
Okay, moving. Eyes are easy to kill, they're just casters.
He's not coming. Shoot him again.
Oh, anti-kite stuff, probably.
I just don't want to get lit up by whatever he
He's dead.
does. Good shit. God, Rogue is such a good asset.
Oh, I have a crossbow. I don't always have a crossbow on me.
I'm glad you're willing to play it. Most people won't.
I think Rogue's fun. I love the
I
stealth
love Rogue.
mechanic.
Yeah, Rogue is great. I'm
They
looking
do a
forward
lot
to playing Rogue for what's it called? War Within.
Let's see. Floral sarcophagus. This might be a boss room. Oh, is that a... There's an escape portal here, I think. What? Oh, that's one of the early escape portals that's always open. That's what it is.